Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, my beloved child, because tonight carries a pulse of truth so heavy it can be felt through the air. The one who once turned their back on you, thinking they could replace your presence, is now trembling under the weight of their own choices. You may not see it yet, but the universe has started turning the wheel of realization in their life. Every echo of laughter they once had has turned into silence tonight. Every face they run to for comfort reminds them of the warmth they lost. They are pacing, restless, haunted by memories of your eyes, your voice, and the way you loved them when no one else did. The energy tonight is different, charged with regret and divine clarity. Heaven has allowed them to see who you truly were, not through words, but through the absence of your light. They are staring at their phone, reading old messages, whispering your name under their breath, realizing how foolishly they let their treasure slip away. As the moon rises higher, their heart sinks deeper. They thought walking away was freedom, but now they see it was a sentence of loneliness. The silence they once craved is now punishing them with echoes of your voice that won't fade. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says this realization was not by accident, it was divinely orchestrated. Heaven has a way of breaking the hearts of those who mishandled the purest souls. They are being shown your worth through sleepless nights, endless scrolling through your pictures, and a heartache they cannot explain. They tried to move on, pretending they were unaffected, but no matter who stands beside them, your energy overshadows everyone. Their friends have noticed the change, how their laughter fades faster, how their eyes look distant, how their tone softens when your name slips into conversation. They told people they were fine, but deep down, their spirit is screaming for a second chance. The pillow that once held their head in pride is now drenched in tears of realization. The angels have taken over their dreams, showing them scenes of you smiling, walking away, protected by divine light. The truth they buried so long has surfaced. They never stopped loving you, they just didn't know how to value someone sent by heaven. And tonight, that truth burns through every layer of denial they built. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You, my child, are not forgotten. The universe saw every tear you shed and every silent prayer you whispered in pain. You carried grace even when you were shattered, and heaven rewarded that by lifting you higher while they fell into their own storm. They are learning the lesson of loss, the kind that no one can escape. Their heart is breaking in slow motion, replaying every word they said that hurt you. They finally see how much you gave, how deeply you cared, and how cruel they were to take your love for granted. Their mind is full of flashbacks, your laugh in the sunlight, your eyes when you spoke your truth, your silence when you knew they didn't deserve your words anymore. They are haunted by the calm you found after walking away, because peace is something they can't seem to touch anymore. You are rising, shining, becoming someone their world can no longer access. And that, my child, is your divine revenge, not through anger, but through growth. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Tonight, they are feeling it all, the ache, the emptiness, the silence. Every vibration of your name hits them like thunder. They are realizing too late that love like yours doesn't return twice in one lifetime. The walls around them are closing in with memories. The music they once loved reminds them of your laughter. The scent of rain reminds them of the way you once stood beside them, unbothered by storms. They are seeing signs everywhere, your initials, your birthday, your favorite color, appearing as reminders that heaven hasn't forgotten the lesson they needed to learn. Even as they try to distract themselves, your energy lingers. No new person, no new experience, no amount of pretending can erase the space your soul once occupied. The universe is forcing them to see that the person they let go was not replaceable. You were rare, divine, chosen. They are finally beginning to understand what heaven meant when it said, "You don't lose a blessing, you push it away." Type Amen to get blessing 666. They remember the night they walked away, full of pride and ego. Now that same ego is breaking them apart. They are crying silently, whispering, "What did I do?" Even though the answer was always clear, they let go of the one person who was sent to love them purely. Their heart is heavy tonight, their chest tight with realization. The glow that once came from your presence has left their world in cold shadows. They are starting to understand that love without depth fades, but the love you gave, that eternal, spiritual love, leaves an imprint that cannot be erased. Your absence is their new punishment. They thought silence was power, but now it's a curse. Every second feels like eternity without your warmth. And heaven watches, not with cruelty, but with justice. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says your silence speaks louder than words. You didn't chase, you didn't beg, you simply stepped back, and that became your loudest roar. The angels honored your restraint, for you allowed karma to handle what your heart could not. Now their life is tangled in confusion. They feel unseen, unheard, unwanted, just as they once made you feel. The same people who once celebrated their decision are now walking away, one by one. Their smiles fade faster, their nights grow longer. They wonder if you've forgotten them, and that thought breaks them more than anything. Because while they are trapped in regret, you are healing, transforming, glowing. You've learned how to smile again without forcing it, how to breathe again without pain, and how to walk forward without looking back. The energy has shifted, and they feel it. Your strength has become their mirror of weakness. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not just healing, you are evolving into a version of yourself that cannot be compared to who you once were. The angels have poured new light into you, cleansing every wound they left behind. Each tear you cried has turned into a seed of blessings now growing in silence. Meanwhile, they are stuck in the cycle of what if. What if they stayed? What if they listened? What if they had valued you when they had the chance? These thoughts torment them every night, like a shadow they can't escape. They see your growth, your glow, your peace, and it burns. They scroll through your pictures pretending not to care, but their hands shake, their heart races, and their soul cries, "That should have been me." Tonight, heaven whispers in their ear, "You lost your divine one." And that message hits harder than anything else they've ever heard. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They might try to reach out soon, a text, a sudden message, a subtle like on your post. But don't rush. Let divine timing lead. They need to feel the full weight of the loss before they can appreciate the worth of your heart. This isn't about revenge, my child. It's about justice. The same energy you poured out with love is now returning to you multiplied, while they receive the echo of their own actions. That's how divine balance works, gentle, silent, unstoppable. Archangel Michael says your peace is your protection now. No force, no manipulation, no false apology can penetrate the shield heaven has built around you. You are being prepared for someone who will not only love you but also recognize the sacredness within you. Their mistake was losing you. Your victory is finally realizing that you never lost anything. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. And as the clock strikes midnight, they will feel it again, that wave of regret, that longing they can't control. Their heart will ache for your presence, but heaven will remind them that what's gone cannot be reclaimed without change. You are stepping into a season where your worth is undeniable, your light unshakable, your destiny unstoppable. The pain that once broke you has become your divine weapon. You are the storm that brought calm, the loss that became a lesson. They will carry your memory like a ghost that never fades, a reminder of the love they destroyed and the miracle they will never hold again. Tonight is the night their heart learns what heaven already knew: losing you was their biggest mistake. And your new chapter, my beloved child, begins with freedom, power, and divine peace. Archangel Michael says, the realization doesn't end tonight. It follows them like a shadow that won't let go. Tomorrow, when the world wakes up, they'll move through the motions, but every heartbeat will whisper your name. Every mirror they pass will show them what they once had and can never reclaim. They will see your face in reflections, your laughter in passing strangers, and your love in songs they can no longer bear to listen to. They'll reach for their phone again, hoping you'll text first, hoping time will bend and give them one more chance. But heaven will keep your silence as sacred. You've already done your part, now divine justice continues its work. While they sit in regret, heaven prepares a divine exchange for you. The pain that once held you down is being turned into strength. The tears you cried are now being rewritten into moments of grace. You are being positioned where love will never betray you again. Their heart is restless tonight, but yours, it is protected. The angels have built walls of light around your spirit so strong that even their thoughts cannot break through. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Every step they take now feels heavier. Every word they speak tastes of guilt. The people around them can sense it, the shift in their energy, the sorrow they hide behind forced smiles. They try to explain, but no one truly understands what they lost, because only heaven saw what your love truly was. They are drawn to your energy like a moth to flame. Even from afar, they can feel you moving forward, glowing brighter each day. The power of your healing terrifies them, because it means you no longer need them to feel complete. That truth is burning them from the inside out. You've entered a divine phase, my child, the phase where your silence becomes your justice and your glow becomes your closure. You don't have to speak, your peace already speaks for you. You don't have to chase, your growth already proves what they lost. They thought the world would forget you, but the universe placed reminders of you in every corner of their path. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Now, they sit alone under dim lights, staring at photos, whispering words they once refused to say, I miss you. The taste of those words is bitter, because it comes too late. The realization hits harder each night, deeper with every sunrise. The angels have made sure they see you shining without them. Each victory of yours is a mirror reflecting their biggest regret. They hear your name in conversations, see your reflection in strangers, and feel your absence like a missing heartbeat. They are praying silently for forgiveness, but not everyone is meant to return. Some lessons must be learned in solitude, and this one will be theirs. You were the love they didn't understand, the blessing they misjudged, and the miracle they mishandled. And tonight, heaven makes sure they finally see it. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You, my child, are being watched over. The divine has seen your loyalty, your kindness, and your strength. You gave your heart to someone who wasn't ready for love of your magnitude, and that wasn't a mistake. It was part of your divine journey, a lesson in discernment. Every heartbreak was a redirection toward purpose. Every silent night was a seed planted in your destiny. The heavens are aligning opportunities now, not to make them regret losing you, but to show you what it looks like when divine timing unfolds perfectly. You are about to attract someone whose love will match your depth, whose spirit will recognize yours instantly. This next chapter won't be about proving your worth, it'll be about being celebrated for it. You'll feel it soon, that calm certainty that what's yours will never slip away again. Archangel Michael says the time of tears has ended. The season of breakthroughs begins now. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They, on the other hand, are walking through storms of their own making. They thought they could fill the void with others, but every new connection feels shallow. No one holds the same warmth, no one brings the same peace. It's as if heaven placed a reminder of you in every heart they try to reach. They scroll endlessly, trying to distract themselves, but every post, every sound, every glance draws them back to the memory of you. They've begun to understand that love isn't replaceable, it's sacred, and they lost the most sacred thing they ever had. Their soul aches in places words can't touch. They've tried to convince themselves they're happy, but every smile is a mask, every laugh a lie. Because when they close their eyes, your energy surrounds them, not in anger, but in silence. And that silence is louder than any argument they ever had with you. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They will soon face a divine mirror, where everything they did to you will return in reflection. The same way they ignored your love, someone will ignore theirs. The same way they chose pride over peace, someone will choose silence over them. That is not cruelty, it is balance. Heaven always makes sure every lesson returns to its source. You don't have to wish them harm, you only have to stay aligned. Your peace is their reminder. Your glow is their realization. Your silence is their consequence. You may sense their energy reaching out in dreams, in sudden emotions that come out of nowhere. That's their spirit trying to reconnect, but the divine will block the path until they've truly learned. Some doors remain closed not out of anger, but out of protection. Archangel Michael says you must trust that separation was divine mercy in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. As the days pass, their regret will deepen. Every moment of joy will be shadowed by the thought of what could have been. The image of you smiling without them will be the dagger of realization they can never escape. They will hear your laughter in their memories and feel a sting that cuts deeper than heartbreak, it's the pain of recognition. They finally know what they lost, and they know it's gone forever. That's the kind of regret that doesn't fade, even with time. Meanwhile, your spirit is rising beyond what they ever imagined. The angels are placing new opportunities, new connections, and new abundance in your path. The glow they once dimmed is returning brighter than ever, and the universe is celebrating your resilience. You have become the miracle they once prayed for, and let slip away. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The universe doesn't forget a pure heart. Every act of kindness you gave in silence is now echoing back as blessings. You will notice doors opening unexpectedly, people drawn to your light, abundance flowing where there was once loss. This is heaven's way of showing you, nothing you lost was truly lost, it was simply cleared for something greater. They, however, will continue to chase shadows. No matter how many smiles they fake or adventures they take, their heart will remain restless until they find peace within. But peace won't come easily, not after breaking something as divine as your connection. Tonight marks the full circle. The one who let you go finally understands the gravity of their decision. But the truth is, the story no longer belongs to them. You are already writing a new one, one filled with divine alignment, protection, and purpose. Archangel Michael says, your light was never meant to be forgotten. It was meant to awaken others, even through their regret. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. And as dawn approaches, the message is clear, you are free. Free from their memory, their shadow, their hold. You are stepping into the era of your divine reward. They'll look for you in everyone, but no one will carry your essence. They'll reach for your energy, but heaven has shielded it. You are now untouchable, unreachable by anyone who doesn't match your vibration. You were the lesson they didn't want to learn, but had to. And you are the miracle that was never lost, just protected until it was time to rise again. Tonight their heart breaks, but yours ascends.